What's up, y'all? I am here with another Coach's Note video. So this makes 2 days in a row, so we're off to a pretty good start so far. And in today's video, I want to talk about obviously the workout for today, what we're going to do, and then also talk a little bit about, get into a little bit more detail on the structure of the workout, especially for a lower body day. How I structure the days and how I structure them the way that I do. All right, so we're getting into Dead Man Walking 2 tomorrow, all right, because there's some deadlifts and there's some walking lunges, so it's a little play on the name there. But we're going to start off with 1A, 1B, and that's going to be our Copenhagen plank and our bodyweight good mornings. Now, whenever we're on a strength day, typically on a Tuesday or a Thursday or a Friday, the first thing that you'll usually always see in the workout is a 1A, 1B. And A and B just means that those exercises are going to be supersetted together. And those two exercises are what I consider our movement prep. And our movement prep, you can think of as kind of a transition from our general warm-up, right, which tomorrow I believe we're doing daily movement 14. So from our general warm-up into the actual lift for that day. And it's movements and it's exercises that are specifically geared towards what we're about to do, our big compound movement for the day, and to prep the body for that big movement, all right? So tomorrow we're looking at Copenhagen plank and bodyweight good morning. So with the Copenhagen plank is an amazing, if you're unfamiliar with it, it's an amazing groin activation exercise where essentially you're putting one leg up onto a bench and you're holding a lateral plank position and it's activating that groin. If putting your foot up on the bench is a little bit more than you can handle at the moment, you can always just put it on the floor and just get that bottom leg up off the ground. If you click on the link, you can actually see the video, a demo video of the exercise being done. It's probably a little bit better than me trying to explain it. But it's a great groin activation that's going to get us ready for deadlift. And speaking of getting us ready for deadlift, all right, the other movement prep exercise is the bodyweight good mornings. That is just a bodyweight hip hinge to get the hamstrings and the glutes and the low back just a little extra prepped and ready to go for what then becomes our big compound movement for the day. So once we move out of our movement prep, we're usually going to transition right into our main lift, our big movement for the day, which is usually going to be some type of a big compound lift. All right, think deadlifts, bench press, back squat. It could also be some type of an Olympic movement if we're doing like a snatch or clean that day. For tomorrow, it is deadlifts. And we're going to be hitting sets of 8 on deadlifts. And we don't get often up above sets of 5. Most of our sets are going to fall in that 3 to 5 rep range. I'll get into the whys of that in another video. But we're going to hit sets of 8 for tomorrow. 3 sets of 8 at 70% are our big sets for the day. It is a lot of volume, okay? So the big point of emphasis that I would give you for the deadlifts is once that fatigue starts to set in, right? When you start to get to those last couple sets of 8 and you've already got a pretty good amount of volume under your belt, really make sure that you are locking in, that you are bracing, that your technique is staying tight. If you get to that set of 8 and you get the rep 4 or 5, right? And you need to take a second, right, to breathe and get yourself re-locked in, all right, for those next couple reps to end the set, by all means do that, all right? It's better to take your time and to hit good quality reps than just to try to rush through because you think you need to hit 8 reps back to back to back for it to make a set, okay? So locked in, tight, braced from rep 1 all the way to that final set of 8, all right? After we get done with deadlift, we're going to move into what I refer to as our auxiliary movements, all right? Also, you can be referred to as accessory movements. And basically, those are all supplemental movements to help strengthen areas that are going to then help make our bigger movements, our main lifts, all right, better, okay? So we're going with a dumbbell walking lunge, okay? Just grabbing a set of dumbbells, 10 reps each leg, so 20 steps total. And then we're going to hit a stability ball hamstring curl. So it's a single leg movement, all right, combined with a posterior chain movement, all right? And posterior chain, you can just think of that as anything that's like low back, glutes, hamstrings, anything that's going to hit that backside of the body. I love pairing up, especially on lower body days after those big compound movements, pairing up a single leg movement with a posterior chain movement. So you're going to see that combination on our lower body days a lot. With the stability ball leg curls, all right? If you don't have a stability ball, no worries. If you have a set of floor sliders, all right, you can go floor slider leg curls. If you're in a big commercial gym and they have access to like a machine leg curl, that's fine as well. Just find, if you don't have a stability ball, try to find your closest substitution that you can make just to get a good hamstring curl exercise in. And then we're going to finish off. You're usually always going to see some core, all right, and we have that with our seated twist that you can go weighted or unweighted, either one, 20 reps each side on the twist. And then we're going to throw in some calf raises for tomorrow. Calf raises as well. You can go weighted if you like, or you can just go body weight with the calf raises. And then some kettlebell swings just to get a little extra hip hinging, a little extra volume, something a little bit lighter, a little bit twitchier to finish off the day. So that is our Thursday lower body day, dead man walking 2. Again, the big movement today are those big sets of 8 on deadlift. Make sure that you're locked in, braced for those. If you have any questions on the workout, or if you have any questions about anything in general that you'd like to throw my way, leave me a comment down below. I'm going to read every single one of those. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. All right, and if this video helped you out a little bit, and you like where these coaches notes videos are heading, hit me a like on there and let me know that I'm heading in the right direction. All right, so enjoy tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow, and we're going to talk about Get Swole Friday.